Hey everyone.
Good morning,
Good morning,
sir.
sir. Okay. So today we are here for the group discussion, and the topic for discussion is the Make in India mission is helping India to achieve the Atmanirbhar Bharat goal. However, there are still some issues which need to be addressed. What should we need to do to achieve self-sufficiency in manufacturing? A. Focus more on FDI. B. Empowering our own companies and investors. C. Creating manufacturing ecosystem. I repeat, the Make in India mission is helping India to achieve its Atmanirbhar Bharat goal. However, there are still some issues which need to be addressed. What should we need to do to achieve self-sufficiency in manufacturing? A. Focusing more on FDI. B. Empowering our own companies and investors. C. Creating manufacturing ecosystem. Is the topic clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, start your GD.
The two
According to
nations
me,
get
according to me,
independence
there's
at the same
self-sufficiency
time. But the both
in manufacturing. Government should permitted many more and more FDI because India is almost self-sufficient in land, labor, transportation, and Indian market is one of the largest market of world.
the two nations
As
got
we
independence
know
at the
that
same
the slogan
time,
of
India and
Make in
China.
India.
Then what the reason behind the development of China? This is only because the China focus on its own companies and new startups. India should also focus on its own companies and startups.
There
According to my point of view, we should empower our own company, because if we empower our own company, then our own company will create a dominance in the world. This led to growth of our own country.
I agree with chat number 13.
As we know that
According
the
to me,
concept of
government
making India
is
concept
focusing
is
on
Atmanirbhar
FDI
Bharat.
because
As we
government
know that the concept of Make in India, the slogan of Make in India is Atmanirbhar Bharat, which means we want to achieve self-sufficiency in every sector. This can only be possible if we achieve self-sufficiency by creating our own manufacturing ecosystem.
In
I
my
agree.
opinion, what does a
Just number
company
16.
need to do its best? Some basic facilities like transport facilities, electricity, water supply, and labor facilities. If we provide these facilities, the companies can do its best in the manufacturing. This can be provided by the creating manufacturing ecosystem.
I agree with
I agree with chess number 13, but according to me, government need to more focusing on FDI because due to FDI,
The
new
best
technology,
example
new
of-
technology will come in India. That is very good for our country.
According to my point of view, we should learn from the country like America and China. They are always focusing on their own company, and their own company has a dominance in the world.
I agree with chess number 13, but I want to add Chinese companies
America is the
like
best
Max and Lava.
example of quality because America's government give their project to the government's private company, and in private company we have to see that competition. In that competition, the come out is quality. That's why American product have quality.
I agree with
Like
citizens of India is prefer Chinese product as compared to Indian products because Chinese product has qualities in cheap price, but in Indian products the quality is suffer in some products.
There
I agree with
are-
That's why one district, one program is started by the government in which a city is concerned on producing one type of product. This will lead to mass production and will lead to cheaper price.
According to my point of view, suppose if we are
China is a manufacturing hub. It is made by the creating the manufacturing ecosystem. China has made the manufacturing ecosystem. India can also take this idea and apply in a country.
India should
agree with
create a
chess number
manufacturing
13, so I have
I
to-
agree
India
with chess
should
number
create a manufacturing ecosystem because it also help in our Indian companies and new startups.
I agree with chess number 19.
We
According
have
to
to
me-
influence of foreign investment to invest our country and set up their factories in our country. It's help to us our economic growth.
I agree with
According
chess
to
number
my
19,
point of
but
view,
according to me,
companies of
government need to
India
focusing on more focusing on FDI. Due to FDI, the competition increase and this is very helpful for the local people.
There are-
According to my point of view, suppose if we are focusing on FDI, then our own company product will not come to the market, and this led to the loss of our own economy.
I agree with
There
the
are-
question number 13. As per me, China India should brought plans for new startups and Indian companies, because as we all know that China is economically strong and ruling over India.
I agree with
I
that. I
agree.
want to add a few
But the
points
government is
like
also
the CEO
promoting
of
the idea
Google,
of-
Twitter, and etc. The USA leading companies have the CEO Indians. Indians get a opportunity. If Indians get opportunity to express their talent, we will grow much faster than USA and China.
There
I agree with
are-
that, but according to me, we can say that
the government is also promoting the idea of manufacturing ecosystem. Dulera city is the best example of it.
I agree with just number
Yeah.
15, but according to me, we can say that
Without
due
manufacturing
to the
ecosystem, why
FDI,
companies stand in our country? So we should be provide infrastructure to the companies to stand in our country.
As we know that China's average speed is 100 km per hour and India's average speed is 60 km per hour. It is a big difference of 40 km per hour. Our government have to improve this to cover this difference by making their roads and more highways
As
to
you-
supply their products fastly.
As
I
you
agree
know
with
that
just
the-
number 14, but according to me, due to the FDI, we can say that the countries are interdependent on each other.
According to in my opinion,
I agree with the question number 18, but as per me, if India support FDI as compared to its own its new startups and companies, that new startups and Indian companies don't get opportunities.
As you
It's
know
not
that
very-
India have to work on the quality. India start exporting toy, but earlier India importing toys from the China.
I
But
agree.
now
By-
India have grown to export toys to other country.
By manufacturing good toys
According to
industries,
me,
as you know
the
that
I
India-
agree with just number 14, but
goods-
according to me, government need to more work on skilled labor, because skilled labor is required for FDI.
According
As
to
you
my
know that
point of
China
view,
uses reverse engineering in making of mobile phones. So we also want to use reverse engineering to develop our economy.
as you know, as you know that
if
If
a
we
country
start
has
in
this
manufacturing-
manufacturing at any place, it has to go through a very long process of documentation. But if we create a manufacturing ecosystem, the documentation time length will be lesser than before.
according
As
to
you
my
know
point
that
of view,
FDI companies
Long
like the
lasting-
Chinese Android mobile companies like Vivo, Redmi are directly manufacturing their mobiles in India. So people get technology how to make a better mobile, and people learn how to skill. People learn skill, and there are many jobs to do.
according to my point of view,
and defense production constellations and railway infrastructures in a big array.
I agree with just number 11 and want to add a few points. As we know that our second aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya, we purchased it in 2004 by paying 2.5 billion US dollars. But now we have potential to manufacture our own aircraft carrier. As we know that our mobile phone companies like Zlava and Micromax were defeated by Chinese companies because China has mass production and China provides more quality in a cheaper price. So we want to focus on quality products and in cheaper price.
As you know that in defense sector there was a 49% FDI permitted, but now time there are almost 100% FDI permitted because we need modern artillery and armory.
I agree with just number 17, but according to me, we can say that the due to the FDI relationship between two countries become strong. This is very good for the safety of country and economy of our country.
As we know that export is the main factor to boost the economy. So we want to focus on export. This can only be achieved by creating our own manufacturing ecosystem.
In some cases, the local administration and the government does not support the factories and industries. So if we create a particular area to the manufacturing by creating a manufacturing ecosystem, the companies and the industry will not face any corruption of polices and any administration.
I agree with just number 15, but I want to say something. As we know that the foreign goods is in high amount because of the export charge and tax. If we will produce our product in our country by using FDI and their direct investment, we produce our product in our country and people do to work.
according to
I
my
agree
point
with
of
number
view,
13, but I want to add a few points. If we manufacture product in our country, it reduces the cost of importing.
according to my point of view, if we empower our own country and we make a product and we impose to we import with another country, then we will make the good trading relation with other countries.
I agree with the chest number 13. As per me, Indian population is talented and sufficient, but they don't have platform to show their talent. That's why they join foreign companies and boost their economies. Example like CEO of Google Sundar Pichai and President of UK Rishi Sunak.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Just number 90. But in my opinion, when countries invest in India, India is all. They will also bring up their, but they.
I
Yeah,
agree with
yeah,
number
yeah,
11,
yeah,
but
yeah.
according to me, for FDI, our government need to offer some good facilities for foreign companies, because foreign companies require like electricity, labor, and skilled labor and cheap labor.
I agree with
If-
just
I agree
number
with-
18 and would like to add a few points. Our country even lack in this kind of resources, but this kind of resources can be fulfilled by creating manufacturing ecosystem. Like we have seen the Dhulera city in Gujarat.
According to my point of view, if we empower our own country, then there will be huge job opportunity, and this make our own country people will not shift to foreign.
As we
There are
know that
many
India,
outcomes and benefit for people to when they come FDI company. They learn new skills and technology, and the financial and employment burden also reduced from youth.
According to my opinion according to me, in my opinion, setting up manufacturers rural areas will foster the development of the countries.
I agree with chest number 12. I want to add some points. The manufacturing infrastructure has witnessed a hug growth since the launch of this movement. The key sectors that reflected the railway sectors or defense sector.
Now,
agree with just number
I agree
20,
with
but
just
according
number
to me,
20. Now we have to see that our government also started to privatize their companies. That one example is railway. Railway give to the private company.
I
As
agree
we
with just
all
number
know, the
14.
government is
But we
also
can,
boosting the manufacturing. The Shark Tank is the best example of it.
I agree with just number 15. But according to me, due to FDI, local people will familiar with the new technology, and they can start new business, own business, which leads to decrease the poverty, which is good for our country.
in my opinion, programs like Shark Tank should be encouraged because an entrepreneur wants to express their idea, they need a platform. And like we have seen in Shark Tank programs, a businessman as an investor invests in program, and this will lead to boost our economy.
The government has decided to relax restriction regarding FDIs to foreign company to foreign defense company come in India and manufacture a defense equipment in India, and thus to support Make in India initiative.
I agree
According
with
to
that,
my
but
point of view-
but in my opinion, the government is giving relax in the taxes on the MNCs and the companies which come from outside.